It's your girl RCE. Welcome back to my channel. First things first, I know this video is like very long awaited because I haven't been around, I haven't been posting, things of that nature. But you guys on Instagram put in a poll saying that you guys wanted me to do a where the fuck have I been for the last year, and oh lord, that's exactly what I'm gonna be doing, but I'm gonna be doing it while getting ready for bed. So let's get started. First things first, I'm going in with The Ordinary squalene cleanser, whatever y'all call it. A little bit of a long way with this, but it's like a quarter size amount, maybe a nickel, I don't know, quarter, nickel, whatever the case. And I just rub it on my hands until I get this oil like consistency, and then I just put it on and start washing my face. But so really quickly, I did just want to give you guys an update. Obviously my background is different, and you guys haven't seen my background really since I've been up here in New York, and that is because I was just not like happy, and I wasn't happy with like where I was filming. I couldn't figure out what to film. I was kind of just going through like a crisis, and then just getting adjusted to moving to New York. It was just a struggle, though I've been here a lot in my childhood. Like my family, my mom and dad are both from New York. My mom was born in Brooklyn. Both of them raised in like Rockland County area. So I have a lot of family up here, but for some reason I just struggled to get accustomed to the culture out here. I feel like I didn't put enough around my nose, so I was just kind of struggling with that, and it was just a lot, like all at once. If I'm gonna keep it real, when I moved up here, I had just let me back up. So at the end of May, probably like late May, early June of 2023, I didn't have a job anymore, and I was living in my apartment in Texas, obviously, which you guys technically never saw unless you like looked at my shorts, my TikToks, my Instagram reels, anything of that nature, and not even really my TikToks, mainly my Instagram reels. Yeah, I just never really showed my apartment, but that's because I was always busy. I was trying to get accustomed to filming and stuff of that nature, and still getting like comfortable in front of the camera, which was quite difficult to do. Most people don't talk about that, but it's quite difficult to do. Especially if you have social anxiety like me, or if you have ADHD, and you can go on tangents and rambles for God knows how long. Let me go ahead and wash this off. End of April of 2023, like the beginning of April, I got into a car accident, which led me to have constant like arm, neck, back pain, where I couldn't even like grip my toothbrush to brush my teeth. I couldn't like wipe my ass correctly. Like it was quite horrendous and very, very, very painful. So when it came down for my contract ending with my job, I was struggling. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Also right now I'm just going in with my Paula's Choice BHA exfoliant, liquid exfoliant, and a cotton round I got from Target. But this car accident ended up leaving me where I just couldn't do much for myself. Like once again, I couldn't brush my teeth, I couldn't wipe my ass. At least not as well as I would like to, you know, and it was just hard. So when it came time for my contract to end at my job, I couldn't find a job because I couldn't type, I couldn't hold a pencil, and I am predominantly right-handed, and I literally could not like do anything with my right hand. It was actually incredibly horrendous. When I went to the hospital for my pain and stuff of that nature, I was constantly dismissed, being like, oh, it'll heal within like 2 weeks or whatever the case may be, or we'll just give you this and you should start feeling okay. But one, I am not a medicine girl. I do not like taking medicine. I'm not a fan. I don't even take like Tylenol or Advil when I have cramps. Like if I'm gonna take medicine, I really have to like it has to be either plant-based medicine, or I just have to really be in pain in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But the medicine that they put me on, I can't even remember the name, but I know I stopped taking that shit. It was horrendous. It literally did nothing for me. It didn't take away the pain. It just put me to sleep. And it made me super depressed and distant, where I literally couldn't even do my job, and I kept getting in trouble at work. So that was part of the reason that I was like struggling so much. And with all of that going on, I also had been dealing with a breakup from a partner that I have been with for about like 2 years. So it was just hard dealing with a car accident, a breakup, and then just like not being able to work. Like I've always been able to be functional my entire life. So the fact that I wasn't able to function the way that I would like, I was not happy. Then I found out that my grandma, when school ended, and I was no longer at a school, I found out that my grandma had fell, and I had like $100 to my name at the time, and I booked my last $100 to fly up here to New York for the summer. The plan was to go to Jamaica, but that did not happen. So God didn't want me there. I stayed in New York for majority of the summer, hanging out, enjoying New York City life in the summertime. Spending time with my family and friends, all that good stuff. Well, mainly family. I have a few friends up here, but not that much. So I was just like dealing with a lot at the time. I'm just gonna let this sit on my face for about like 10 minutes. But yeah, so with all that going on, I came up here. I spent some time with my grandma, and I was just like, okay, like maybe I can get a job up here temporarily, because the pain, like I was literally just relaxing the entire time that I was up here, other than stress in like the household, which that's another story. But I was pretty relaxed, and my body could heal itself, and it was taking its time with that. So I was just like, okay, like I'll be fine, because my body is literally healing itself. I can grip a toothbrush now, like I can do certain things the way that I wanted to. That's kind of what I did. And my sister kept sending me a whole bunch of job applications and stuff of that nature. And I just kept applying to some of them. And obviously there's one in particular that I applied to, which is where I currently work. I'm super grateful for my sister for sending me that fucking job and helping me get a job that I love. And I literally cannot express how much I actually love this job. It's super dope, super cool. And my boss is a Black woman. She's a Black woman in power, okay? And she's gorgeous and super fashionable. Like anyways. It was like a lot. It was a lot. So anyways, I got into the school year, whatever, I started working there. I was getting accustomed to the kids there, to my coworkers, to the environment, seeing what I can and cannot do, things of that nature, like where my power stands, all that good stuff. And it was a lot. Let me just say, Texas kids and New York kids are definitely very different, which granted, any state kids are different from each other, unless it's New York, New Jersey. That's like, they're literally the same. Obviously they have some sort of different culture, but they're essentially the same kids. So yeah, and let me just say, I had some really long days at work, where I would be at work by 7 a.m., but I wouldn't leave until like 6:30, damn near 7 at night. I was sitting with kids on I was doing a lot, honestly, for my job. And granted, I love my job. Like I would not trade that experience, my first year experience, for the world. I truly enjoyed it. It kept me on my toes. It kept me moving. I was super grateful, and I loved it. And I'm grateful, and I'm excited for year 2, which is what we're currently in. And I'm enjoying it so far. I don't want to get my hopes up too much, because last year I was just like, oh, these kids are like they're chill. And then they were like, you think we're chill, huh? And they whooped my ass for the rest of the year. Like, I'm telling you, they worked me every single day. Like, whew, like, it was exhausting. Let's just say that. It was super exhausting. But once again, wouldn't trade it for the world. But also during this time, around Christmas, my uncle had passed away, which is the second uncle that I lost on my dad's side of the family. My dad is one of 9 kids, and we lost 2 of his siblings. So that was tough because it happened right after Christmas, right before New Year's. I think he died on December 27th, if I'm being exact. Like, I was at work, and my dad called me and was just like, "Hey, your uncle's in the hospital." And I was like, "Oh, is he okay?" Because, like, you know, typically when you hear someone's in the hospital, like, you don't think, "Oh my God, it's like deathly." Like, you think like, "Oh my God, are they okay?" But then you're kind of just like, okay, like, you know, like, people go to the hospital all the time. People go to the hospital for like a cold, so, or like a boo, like when they cut their finger, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, especially in my family, I feel like people go to the hospital a lot because, like, they have a lot of doctor's appointments that are just in hospitals. So they're just like, "Oh, I was at the hospital." I'm just like, "Oh my God, why?" Like, freaking out like that all the time is just gonna stress yourself out. So I've just kind of started to be a little bit more relaxed with it. Like, I'm not gonna be like, "Oh my God, why were you in the hospital?" But he was just like, "Yeah, uncle's in the hospital, you know, pray for him. We don't really know where it's going." And I was just like, okay. And that was around like the beginning of my shift. And it was like a 4-hour shift. In the middle of my shift, he was just like, "It's not looking too good. Like, really pray for your uncle." And I was just like, okay, bet, sounds good. And I'm praying for him, you know, while I'm at work doing my thing. And then right when my shift ends, my dad calls me and he's just like, he didn't make it. Like, I'm literally in the process of getting in my car and he's just like, he didn't make it. And I'm like, well, there goes that. And at this time, I was talking to 2 women, which I had feelings for both of them. One of them was my Texas partner, and the other one was a girl that I met up here, who's now my current partner. And it was a lot of issues going on with that, like, little love triangle too. So it was a lot. It was a lot, honestly. A little too much for all of us to handle, but it was just a lot all at once. And then, like, the girl that I was talking to up here, her grandfather had like just died maybe like a week before my uncle did. Maybe like a week or 2 weeks before my uncle did. I think she had to like go fly to Trinidad or something like that. It was a lot. Like, it was really stressful. And then it was a lot. Like, I also didn't feel like myself because every single time I got on camera, I looked like a fucking wildebeest. Not like a wildebeest, but I just looked like a fucking big back ass potato, and I did not like that at all. Like, I was not comfortable in my body. I was not comfortable being on camera. I was not comfortable with the way that I looked. I was not comfortable with the way that I sounded. I was not comfortable with the way that I was acting. I was just uncomfortable as God knows what. Like, it was really uncomfortable for me. I was not a fan at all. And I felt like my peace moving up here was like the best decision ever, but this time period was such a disruption to my peace because it was like I had built a space back in Texas just for me to relax. Like, you know, no one could come in and bother me, no one could talk to me. Like, if I was depressed and didn't want to talk to no one, I could close all my blinds and lock my door and turn off my phone and put on D&D and really just like isolate until I feel better and I can come out of hibernation and really talk to people. But up here, I just couldn't do that because I have this habit of when I feel like, I don't want to say uneasy, but if I feel like, how can I put it? If I feel like slightly uncomfortable with my living situation, I will run everywhere but to my home. Like, especially if I live with someone else. Like, if I live with someone else and and they're in like they deal with my living situation, and I just have like a little disruption or whatever the case may be, I just automatically run somewhere else, like that, or I also or I will isolate. Like when I first got there and I didn't know no one, I was isolating really heavy. I was just like on my phone. Excuse me. We're gonna go with this now. Obviously. I just got this shit just caught the fuck out of me. Oh my god. Ow. That was like really painful and highly disrespectful, but once again, we're just gonna go on with this. And I was struggling to open it. Look at this, it's just bleeding. But I was struggling to open it because my fucking my hands have like oil and shit on it, so, or oil bases. But anyways, yeah, it was just a lot going on up here all at once. It was exhausting to deal with. Like when I first got up here, I was isolating because I didn't know anyone. I was only hanging out with like my sister and my cousins and stuff of that nature, which was really fun. But I would have really long days at work, and I was like, sometimes I just want to be left alone. Like I don't want to deal with no one and this shit. It was also really disappointing because I was like, oh, I'm about to be making some shmoney, and I was making shmoney, honey. And when I did make some shmoney, I learned that New York has state tax. New York has like state tax on top of a federal tax. And then they have like the Medicare, Social Security, all that good stuff. They have like all of that on top of one another. So my paychecks that were originally supposed to be looking like, they looked good until I got that net. That net pay was where it started to be like, it was like, damn. Because, well, that really hurt. Yeah, like that net pay, it was like I don't understand. I was literally telling my mom this the other day because my job just gave us like a little raise or whatever. Excuse me, I'm grateful for the money. It was a raise. It was a nice raise. It was a decent raise. Anyways, my job gave us a raise, and I was like doing the calculations because it tells us in our portal like how much predicted salary we're supposed to make for the year. And I told my mom, I was like, yo, I'm like $300 shy of a new tax bracket. And when I first moved up here, I was like, oh yes, I'm in a new tax bracket, like yes. Now I'm kind of like, no, because I don't have kids. I don't really have much under my name up here, at least. And that's more money out of like my like I'm not gonna get that back. All the money that I pay for taxes because I don't have kids right now is gonna go to the people who do have kids. Like my tax return is gonna look nice, but it's not gonna look good. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I was like, what the what? Like, no. Not a fan. But I am grateful for the fact that I have this job because I could not have a job. And that shit sucks. That's hard. I've done that before. It's hard work. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, but it was just a lot. So anyways, I started getting back into content recently because like I had filmed before I came to New York, but I never had time to edit. And hold on, let me see if my dog is doing something he's not supposed to be doing, because I will show you guys him, but I have to lock his ass in his crate because he was eating all mommy's shoes, on my Crocs, and on my Brooks. Let me tell you how much Brooks are. And I walk every day on my lunch break, so I had to invest in some good shoes for me because my knees, you know, if you got bad knees and you get cold outside, you already know your knees start to ache even when you wake up. Like you just wake up and just turn out of your bed and your knees is like, and you're like, ow, unnecessary. So I had to invest in some good sneakers for those days. And him over there chewing on the shoelace. And I'm like, you have mad toys. Why is my shoe a toy? And he finally stopped chewing on it when I spanked him with the shoe. Because it's just like, you're gonna know this is not a toy. This is not a game. This is now a weapon. Because if you chew on it, you're going to get popped with it. Okay now? So don't go chewing on my shoe. Don't go chewing on my shoe for nothing. But let me go check and see what he... Okay, I'm also done with my skincare, so I'm just gonna get out the bathroom. Oh. The shower has created humidity. I'm boiling a pot of water because I'm making myself some tea. We just moved into a new place, me and my girlfriend. Yeah, we just moved into a new place. Hold on. But yeah, so it's just been like, it was different. It was intense. Because it was just so hard dealing with everything. Because I was really like getting the lay of the land, like I was learning routes and stuff of that nature. I couldn't, like, for some reason I could not make it to work on time, though I live like 12 minutes away max. Like with traffic it was probably like, what is it, 20-30, like it could take me up to like 40 minutes to get to work, though I only lived 12 minutes away, depending on how bad traffic was that day. But it was just like I could never get to work on time, and that was stressing me out because I was grateful enough to have a boss that like never nitpicked me about it, because apparently she, like, the year before, the person who was in my position before, she was like always on them, like, why are you a minute late, and I never experienced that with her, but like that person experienced it, and I'm just like, thank you for being so damn generous with me. This year I haven't been late that much. Like this past week I was, just because of me moving again. I moved further away. Don't know who told me to do that, but I moved further away. But it's also cheaper. Like that was like another disappointment, because I really like came from Texas, and I knew New York was much more expensive, but to really think like, oh my gosh, I had like a pay increase, like a big pay increase, and yeah, the cost of living increase is high, but it shouldn't be that bad. And thinking, like, I realized like how much toll is, like taking past certain ways, it costs like $2.20 for toll. And if you don't have an easy pass, let me just tell you, if you plan on moving to New York and you're watching this video and you're not from like Pennsylvania, Delaware, none of that, you need an easy pass. Like do not make the mistake that I did. Like get a fucking easy pass if you plan on going from New York to Jersey, or like if you're planning on moving to like Philly, New York, Jersey, Delaware, like all of those areas, you need an easy pass. Like just go on the easy, not like EASY, no, EZ pass. Go on that, whatever, to whatever state you're moving to. Google that EZ pass in whatever state you're moving to and get one, because toll is like $2 or some change. But if you go through the easy pass, and you know I have no easy pass, then I'm gonna charge you as $50 for every single time you do it. Every single time, every time. So if you live in upstate New York, and not like Westchester County, but like on the other side of the bridge, if you live in upstate New York on the other side of the bridge and you plan on going to New York City or the Bronx or Westchester County, like that toll is expensive. Like it's toll to go across these bridges, and that like you can go on no toll route. Like if you live upstate and you want to go a no toll route to the city, it's going to take you about 5 hours. So let's say you live in Rockland County and you want to take Noto, 5 hours. You live in Orange County, you want to take Noto, probably 5 or 6 hours. Toll is expensive. If you live in Rockland County and you want to go to Jersey, but you want to take the Garden State Parkway, toll. Like, everything is toll. So you need to make sure that you have an easy pass. So let me just say, because the girl that I met up here, aka my now girlfriend, her ass, I was going to see her all the time, like a true lesbian. I was going to go see her all the time, every day afterward, just getting on the fucking freeway, didn't know. And I was like, you don't have no easy pass, what are you doing? And no one told me it was this extreme. Baby, let me just say, I got a bill. My dad kept getting the bill, and it racked up to like $1,700. $1,700. And let's say I didn't go that, I didn't like not every single day after work, but I went a lot. Like, every chance I got where, like, if life permitted, I was going. And that's just me being honest. Yeah, like, that's just really me being honest. I think I'll let him out of the crate. But it was just, it was a lot. So that was one of the things that I faced. I should have left him in timeout a little bit longer. Okay. Being a menace to my society. Oh, now he acting like he too good to come out of his crate. It make me sick, man. But he probably just know he's still in trouble. Yeah, it was just a lot. Like, it was just a lot. And then, like, on top of dealing with the culture of fucking New York, New Jersey, and all that good stuff, learning the names of certain things, trying to meet people and see if, like, I'm gonna rekindle with old friends, and then starting, like, I was working 2 jobs when I moved up here. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot. And it was exhausting. Is something on the bottom of my shoe? Anyways, it was just a lot. But, you know, I mean, now I'm out of the thick of it, and I plan on doing better. I plan on doing much better with being consistent in content on all platforms. I'm still working on YouTube a little bit more, just because I record on my 2 phones, and obviously one of those is my daily phone, the other one doesn't have as much storage. That's why I got my daily phone. But I can't record, come here, I can't record like as much content as I would like. Let me show you guys Blue. He's so cute. Come on, Blue, you can't be in the kitchen. This is Blue. Say hi. Say hi, baby. Say hi. This is me and my girlfriend stuff. He's a pity. He's a pit bull. And he's a spoiled little brat, aren't you? Aren't you? He loves that shit. Anyways, he's like, give me more, mommy. Yeah, it was just a lot. But I know I keep saying that. Obviously, come here. I know I keep saying that, obviously, but it really was. Like, it was quite a lot. This is Blue, by the way. Blue, Hilario, Theodore, Nicholas, Bell. Hilario means happy, and he is very happy. He's very friendly. Honestly, he's such a cutie. Everyone in the neighborhood, please stop trying to lick mommy. Everyone in the neighborhood loves him. Everyone at my job loves him. Even all my students. But oops, it was intense. It was so much to learn, and it was like anything I had knew as a child kind of like got washed out the window, because I'm an adult now. You know, I'm an adult. I can do my adult things. I can talk to people. I can meet people. I can go out and drive to different places. When I was a kid, we had to walk everywhere. And first things first, it also gets super cold up here. And the place that I work, there's a lot of people whose hygiene isn't always the best. So I was consistently getting sick because like I was around them. Like even now I'm still like, I don't get sick, but I get a tickle and I'm like, I tell my body built an immunity. I thought we went through this last year. But even the way that the weather switches so quick out here, like I'm like, obviously in most states, even Texas, like it could be like cold in the morning and then warm in the afternoon and then cold at night. This is like brick in the morning, like Texas brick, okay? Texas brick in the morning, warm, like spring, brick, spring, summer-y, brick. Like that's how the day falls, and it's mad annoying because I be rushing out the house. Sometimes I be like, oh my god, I haven't took a shower, and I'm just like, okay, let me keep making my teeth long. Yeah, like it's too much. It's too much. So, you know, it was so much. And then like my boss, I love her to death. She's so funny. She does not like getting sick. Like she literally will eat snacks with gloves on because one, the texture, and two, like if she's been touching everything up under the sun, she's like not. No, like she's like hand sanitizer, tissues, like if you sneeze, if you cough, she's spraying Lysol, like she wipes down the desk after anyone who uses it. And granted, those are just normal hygiene practices, but she said she got like more consistent and intense with them after COVID because out of the kitchen, Poppy. Out to the kitchen. Good boy. Yeah. She said she got more consistent with them because of COVID, and then once again the facility we work in, maybe not everyone in there be washing their hands like at all, you know. So it's just kind of like, do you really want to take the chance of possibly getting sick because of the place that we work and stuff of that nature? I feel like this video is a little long, so I guess, sorry, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And welcome to my channel. If you're new here, pleasure to have you here. Sorry for rambling so long. If you guys made it to the end of this video, drop a Empire State emoji in the comments down below. Drop an Empire State emoji in the comments. Let me know if you made it to the end of this video. Sorry for rambling so long. If you guys want like a little bit more of an update, because I don't know if I answered you guys' question as to where the fuck I've been, but I feel like I answered the question. I don't know. I guess you guys will tell me, right? But yeah, if you guys will, if you guys want like another video as to where the fuck I've been, let me know and I will record and upload one for you guys. Excuse the windows. We have trash bags on the windows because we don't have curtains right now. And money is tight because it's the beginning of the school year for both of us. So, Blue, come say hi. Come say bye-bye. Can you get out of there? Mommy just showered. He's not trying to say bye to you guys, but he'll be in some of the other videos. Oh, nope, just kidding. He's being a dramatic little boy. Just a little pain in mommy's rear. Hi, puppy. Oh, all right. Love you guys. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.